Your ears real quick, where you from and what you got coming.
What's up, you guys? I go by JelloMauri, coming out of Rockdale, Texas. Today we're here with Backstreet. Hey, so y'all stay tuned.
Man, big Backstreet shit. We gotta talk a lot of shit to talk about, the projects, the singles, how long you been doing music, where you from, all that good shit. But the show, man, you was out here in the city, man, White Swan. I don't wanna fuck them up.
It was. I feel like every single show is like a learning experience. So I think we're just getting better and just trying to do everything a little bit better. So.
You said that y'all throw, so you're doing your own shows, or?
Yeah, we basically threw the show last night. Like, that's an event that Germs On My Body throws. Presented by Germs On My Body. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Go back some for me, man. You guys throw your own shows, so that was all y'all.
Yeah.
Flyers, all that. Booking the venue.
She did the flyers, yeah.
Wow. Professional again. I know I keep saying that. I'm probably say that 20 more times. I love professionalism. So forgive me for that, man. What is it like being an artist and having a team, well, not just a big ass team, but having a team and doing all your events yourself, and you in a whole nother city?
It's cool because the thing is that Texas is so large that I feel like we call it Texas Fest for a reason, because it's like we're trying to give a platform and try to showcase. There's a lot of talent in Texas. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like people, and a lot of people are not just from the city, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, you get people like me from small towns who are trying to go to the big city and not really necessarily trying to live there or anything, or but we're trying to get heard and trying to, expand and stuff. So it's a good opportunity, not just for me, but for artists who are interested in, and they artists from all over. So.
Okay, and y'all just don't do Houston. Why Houston? Out of all the cities in Texas you could tap into?
Houston, every time I come to Houston, it's just mad love. Like,
big facts.
You don't even gotta do this, it's just mad love. If you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they bring good, like, just energy. And I feel like Houston, every time, ever since I started making music, Houston, Dallas, have El Paso, San Antonio have always show love. So I gotta go to where people want to see me or support me and stuff.
Okay. What's the music scene like back home for you?
Well, I'm from a small town, so there's like no studio. There's no shows being thrown, but we're trying to see that.
Change that. So the closest things you was closest sitting be Austin, right?
Right.
What is it like just being by such a major capital, having a college? Was that an advantage as far as the music, or not really?
I feel like moving to Austin was a change just because it's the city, but music-wise, it was a challenge for me. I don't know about other artists, but for me, Austin is always...
Talk about the challenges, because a lot of people tell me, oh, you need to go to Austin. That's where, prior to the pandemic.
Austin's cool.
That's what you was telling. What were some of your challenges that you had just, I guess, starting off back home or back in a major city?
Well, luckily I was given opportunities to perform here and there, but like, I felt like I wasn't really, doing as many shows or doing what I wanted to in reality, So when I moved to Dallas, it was like a different vibe, but like just shows being 21 and up, because a lot of the stuff happens on 6th Street. And then over here in Dallas and Houston,
it ain't nothing, right?
There's other stuff like warehouses, venues that you could work your way that are not like on the main street. You see what I'm saying? Not that there isn't in Austin, but it's kind of hard to work with people sometimes. I think that's one of the main places where you just kind of bump heads somewhere and you just don't make stuff happen. So just I don't know, like growing up or even when I was making music, it wasn't a thing. Like I was just doing it because it was fun and my homies were doing it. You see what I'm saying?
I feel that.
But in 2014. That's when I started taking it serious, and I was like, I'm gonna start performing. You know what I mean? And this year, last year, we're just trying to expand and do more cities. Just happen with more Texas. Like I said, it's large. It's large.
I feel that, man. JelloMauri on the back streets, man. How has your growth changed since you playing a classic Duncanville Road? I do my homework, sorry, but how has your growth just changed and the music just elevated?
Yes, I felt like in in Dallas. There's a street called Duncanville, Duncanville Road, and then there's a town called Duncanville close by. So it's just like, it's been like 5 years. I think that's like 6-year-old song.
Yeah.
And at that time it was like, I was like, that song is like my best song. But now when I listen to it, I'm like, man, like I can appreciate the growth in a sense. I feel like I've grown a lot in my delivery, my cadences, and just all that, you know. So performance-wise too, all of that.
I feel it. I can just see the growth and just seeing the recent shit. And if you go back to even a year or two ago, it's like, damn, you really an artist. So don't take this shit for granted. You really got the package. I can tell you been grinding, and it ain't just, oh shit, tomorrow I'll be a star and shit like that. So you really been grinding.
A song with Texas artist. Have you heard of Sally Sosa?
Oh, of course, man.
I got a song coming with Sally Sosa.
Okay.
I got some artists from California that are also on the tape. I'm just trying to collaborate.
Man, you collabing. You talk about Bloodbath and what that was like. I guess a while back linking up with Tommy.
Yeah. So I think it was back in April, May. I had a show in Florida and I was able to make this beat. Like I was kind of feeling.
Produce?
Yeah, I produced. I played saxophone in the video.
Yeah, you did that, but I low-key thought that just was props and shit. You know how videos and shit is. So, okay, man, we're going to get into that. But go ahead, man, with the homie Bloodbath. Man, get into that. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, so I was like, I need to make this beat. And I pulled out my sax. And then I didn't even tune it, but it turned out to be a good beat. And I loved the beat, and I sent it. And then they came back with the hook. And I was like, let's get it, you know. And it was really like easy, you know, to like just, it kind of came once the beat was done. Like it was pretty fast, and we got it done. Then we came to Houston, we shot the video, and it was just cool to, you know, be able to work, you know what I mean. Definitely check out Black Child.
Okay.
And super different, super unique. They play with the band sometimes. They're just live performances. So I wanted to do something with them, and then we just decided that, you know, Bloodbath was a good, because we're all like from Texas, and I was just like, let's do something. You know, I'm all about representing Texas. I'm Mexican American, but you know, Texas. I was raised here in Texas, so it's just like I got a lot of love for Texas in general.
I feel that. Knowing what you've been through in this music business, in this industry in the past 6, 7, 8 years, man, just how long you've been taking yourself serious, what's the best advice you can give to some artists that's coming up from a small town?
Honestly, the first thing is like, do it for the right reasons.
Because
a lot of people,
I like that.
A lot of people think it's easy. Like once I start bringing them to what the shows are, this is work. Like, you know, like it's like I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like. So it's like basically one of those things where it's just like you gotta be realistic, and if you really want to do it, you gotta treat it like a 9 to 5. Like sometimes you gotta do things you don't want to do, or sometimes you're just not in the mood. But it's just like that passion behind it, that like the fullness of it, you know. Just like sometimes you don't want to go to work, but you like your job sometimes. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be in the music too. So it's just like. It's like that discipline, I feel like. And I feel like if you love it, you're going to continue doing it, regardless of what people think. You should do it because of your own growth, not because it's a competition or whatever.
I feel it. How did you get your name, man? Such a dope name.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Mauri is my middle name, and then the J-E is from my first name, J-E, and then my last name is Quintella. So the last 3 letters, J-E for my first, and then L-L-O for my last name, Jello, and then Mauri, middle name, JelloMauri.
Okay. You a fucking creator. You done put all that shit together, man.
Well,
that's dope.
I had a homie in my hometown, and they gave me the nickname Jello because I was like vegetarian at the time, and I couldn't eat meat or like animal products, so I was eating Jello, and I was like, man, I'm being a bad vegetarian because I was eating Jello, so they started calling me Jello, but it turned out it's my name, so it just stuck. I would do it, but I feel like I want to be able to do music the way I want to, and if I want to release a certain song, I want to be able to do it. Even if they're like, oh, this isn't going to be the song that everybody, like, I don't care, I want to be able to release whatever I want to say, whatever I want to say. From Mexico. And it was like one of those things that it's just like, I feel like he was one of just like my realest homies without even having to talk to him all the time. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, he was just one of those people that I just hold near, basically, because I learned so much from them. And so I was just kind of mad, and in a sense, not just mad, but like emotional, I'd say. So I wrote Flippy Floppy just like, man, like the good ones are the ones that, you know what I mean? Like, you never get to say or whatever, you know, like, I don't know. So it was one of those things, and yeah, Flippy Floppy, I feel like everybody, that's why my team is just like a little dumb. Like, I feel like,
yeah, you don't roll with, you're not rolling with a big ass entourage. Not to say you don't need it, but it's just like you're not, I guess, focused on that. Or
yeah, and another thing is like, I feel like we're doing we're doing good, just us.
With y'all.
We don't really trust too many either, you know what I mean? We just want to make sure that
you can't.
The things we put out is like good and just good energy.
Nah, for real. Germs on My Body. We gotta talk about the unique ass name, just the whole brand, just how beautiful the damn logo look. It's just like, I'm gonna start using that germ emoji now, whatever the case may be. But talk about it, man.
So Germs on My Body came from when we were living in Dallas. My partner, manager, graphic designer, made the logo Germs On My Body, and we were trying to change from being a collective to an actual just brand. It was actually a password of mine, like one of my passwords. It's not a password no more, so I'm trying to log into my stuff with that password, but it was Germs On My Body, like 1 or something like that.
Okay.
And then one day I was like, dude, like, trying to figure out something, and it just came, and I was like, I had a logo already, but whenever I met her, it just got better. But it turned into this.
Okay.
But it was something that was called Central Collective with a different little germ alien, and then it turned into a germ alien. So
I feel that. It's dope to see, man. Just to have your own